Yes. Welcome back to TDs and Flying Knees, episode 6. So sit back, relax, get your fix. Guaranteed. TDFK don't throw picks. Alright? Let me introduce the panel, man.
I like it.
Yo, what's going on? Let me just start off. We're recording late night, so you might get Louis after hours, so I apologize in advance.
Go DJ, that's my DJ. Go DJ, that's my DJ.
Yeah, this looks like it's gonna be a late night for both of us, so it's gonna be pretty fun. Let's get this going.
Jeff.
I don't know that song.
Jeff. Jeff.
That's a good one.
I like it, yeah.
Dude, I feel like Jeff never has to do this.
Because I'm laughing.
I didn't get to do my usual surprise Jeff with a new one.
Yeah, it's just always a surprise for him.
You already know who it is. Smooth Steven Cruz. Today's special, guys, we got another member of the group introducing the Silent Assassin, aka the Silent Hog. Was that what it is?
Yeah.
Our producer, Chris. Let me play his intro. Alright, guys. Chris, say something, man.
Say what's up to everybody. Oh, okay.
Nice. Yeah, the family's
There you
doing
go,
good,
there's
man.
Chris.
Thank you. Alright.
Nice having you.
Hey, just let me another thing to add to Chris. Silent Hog, if you have to ask, you can afford, baby.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get into news and rumors. Alexander Provegan retires at 41. The 2004 Olympic gold medalist and former WBA heavyweight champion Alexander Provegan announced his retirement on Sunday at 41 after 16 years as a professional. Thank you for the memories. He had some pretty good wars, and he did come off of a loss, but he did upset an active contender in Dylan White. So
Yep.
Thank you for all the
great
memories,
fights, man.
Good long career.
Yep.
Because of the Mexican warrior that I am, I got that Mexican blood in me. So, talking about the Mexican style, I just proved it.
All right, Andy Ruiz names Luis Ortiz and Dylan White as potential opponents for his next fight. I think that'd be amazing.
Yeah, either one, man. I just want to see him fight again, you know?
Yeah.
Same.
Oh, same. Yeah, I love that he looked like he's taking it more serious now.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm excited to see him.
All right, Terrence Crawford could face Progress, Ramirez, or Cepada, says Bob Arum. I'm hoping so because he's been inactive since his destruction over Kell Brook. He finished him faster than Triple G did, bro.
Damn.
But,
That's impressive.
Regis Progress, Jose Ramirez, who we just saw lose against Josh Taylor, and Jose Cepada. So that'd be really good.
Yep.
Elite competition. It's not Earl Spence, but Earl Spence has got his hands full with Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, can't blame him, right?
Yep. Joe Joyce versus Carlos Takam announced for July 24th. I guess it's like a stay busy fight because it's a step down for him. It's pretty lame, actually. So, whatever. Anyway, next up, Vitor Belfort claims he is fighting Evander Holyfield after Oscar De La Hoya. This is from TMZ. Quoted, after September, December is me versus Holyfield. Belfort said in an interview with TMZ, get ready for the crossover. We are taking over. Thriller is bringing the fights.
Oh, interesting.
If that's true, yeah, it's interesting. I'll believe it whenever it's made, official. But yeah, man, that'd be cool.
I think that De La Hoya match is pretty interesting.
It actually is, and I think that's Vitor Belfort has another good chance of winning, like we just saw tonight.
Yeah,
and we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Vitor has some hands, man. His fast hands. He's always had really fast hands.
The fastest hands in the game,
dog,
bro.
Dog,
I talk shit to people, bro. I'll be like, man, I got those fucking 95 Vitor Belfort hand speed, baby.
Yep.
All right, UFC 263 pay-per-view advice. We got a drink, guys. I fucked up. So apparently it only sold 500,000, which is okay, but
Down to half.
that's such a big fight it was, man. I thought it would have sold way more than that. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm surprised. I had two of the biggest stars on the UFC roster in Israel Adesanya and Nate Diaz. So I am a little surprised at that low number.
You know, I have some friends that are casual fans, and they don't like Adesanya. A lot of my casual friends do not like Adesanya, and I think that's what it is, man.
Wow, I figured it'd be the other way around. Like the casuals are the ones that love those kinds of fighters, you know. Because I'm not a big fan of
his big steps. His big headlining things like Romero, that was a terrible fight.
That's true. Yeah,
He's had disappointing headlines.
That's what the casual fans remember. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, and also, man, they probably see similarities in the Romero fight. And if you watch this last fight, like he just doesn't, like I said in the last episode, he doesn't put his foot on the gas enough. Like he has the striking and the talent to be able to put a guy like Marvin Vittori away, and he just doesn't do it.
Yeah.
He's not doing himself any favors.
Pulling back to punches or something. It's weird.
All right, and this was breaking news, but you already heard this by now. Max Holloway is out of the July 17th main event against Yari Rodriguez due to suffering an injury in training camp. That's all we know.
Yep.
So,
You know, it is what it is.
that was
him.
Yeah.
Holy
like
shit.
that, huh?
It is what it is. He always says that.
I would think he'd be Mexican. He sounds Mexican as fuck.
Yeah, bummer. I'm always looking forward to a Max Holloway fight. He always puts on a show. One of my favorite fighters. But yeah, I hope they're saying they want to reschedule the fight. It's just postponed, but I'm hoping they give Yair a different opponent.
I hope he just now, since he's injured, just wait, I guess, for the outcome of the fucking...
Ortega and...
Yeah, because then he's going to be even more behind if he fights later on.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Fuck it, Max, just wait. Plus, he doesn't like to spar anyway, whatever. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right? He doesn't do any sparring. That's what he says.
I have a
He
hard
stopped,
time believing that.
He stopped. Or that's what he says. He says.
Yeah, that's what he says, but I don't know. He don't fight like he don't
I heard
spar.
that like early in his career that he would try moves out that he did in like the video games.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Crazy.
He said that on Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's wild.
He's just one of those guys that fighting just comes natural to him.
That's weird.
I think that's just what it is.
Yep.
I'm going to try my best to do my best Lenny Hart, all right? No, I'm not even going to do it no
That was a good one. That was a good try.
Good,
No,
It looked like you wanted
Hype me
to.
up
gonna
for a
do it
second.
Dana White addresses a possibility of working with Ryzen Promotion. He was asked at the after the 263 press conference.
I wouldn't trust him though.
He said he loves the owner, and he has worked with him before.
Yeah, bought out
with the Chuck Liddell days. No,
Yeah, back when they were
let Chuck-
competitors still.
Yeah, he let Chuck compete in their GP because he really thought he'd beat. And they really wanted to see Silva versus Chuck Liddell. That was what they thought was going to happen, but Rampage upset Chuck Liddell. So that was the thing. Because he had Chuck Liddell was losing against Overeem. That was a good fight. And you could see Chuck and Dana White was in the commentary, doing commentary during the fight too, and he sounded worried. But then Overeem has that glass jaw.
Yeah.
And it's a prime Chuck, man. Prime Chuck was a killer.
He was young too. Yep.
But that'd be cool. I don't know what stars they would do a crossover with, but you know what I mean. Whatever.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Huh?
See what happens. See what comes up.
Well, they got that. What's his name? That demolished the dude with the antenna, Jeff.
Oh, Jerry.
Yeah, they got him from Risen.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, I'm sure there's some good fighters over there.
I don't know if he's they got him off the end of his contract or they sold him to him. I don't know, but he's pretty good, man. He's a good talent. Next, let's get into the fight reviews that just happened right now. We're recording.
We got some fight announcements.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, these are MMA fight announcements. We got a flyweight matchup between second-ranked Askar Askarov. This is the guy that a lot of people thought was going to be already like the next title challenger. A lot of people thought this guy was going to be Moreno's first defense, but it's he's number 2 in the world, Askar Askarov, versus number 4 Alex Perez, and that's been made. It's gonna be a 3-round fight. It isn't gonna be a main event. But yeah, so we're thinking this is gonna be the number 1 contender fight, or if they decide to do a trilogy, who knows? With Figueiredo. Have y'all heard anything on that?
There's no way. He doesn't deserve it.
Yeah, I don't think he deserves it either. But yeah, that's on July 31st. So yeah, that's probably gonna be the number 1 contender fight. Winner fights Brandon Moreno for the flyweight title.
I just hope whoever fights Moreno next, man, he deserves another brawler. I don't want him to fight a bigger wrestler. I want him to fight a brawler. That's all.
Yeah. I agree with you. So yeah, on to the next fight announcement. We got it's in the welterweight division. Number 5, Vincent Lucay is going to fight Michael Kiesa. And that's been made official for UFC 265 on August 7th. So yeah, that's not a very good matchup for Lucay. We all know Michael Chiesa likes to take the fight
that
to the ground.
baby.
Yep. So yeah, hopefully Lucay will be looking for it, because I'd rather see Lucay win this fight than Michael Chiesa. But yeah, we'll see how that goes down. Another fight announcement is in the heavyweight division. Curtis Blades is being matched up against Jairzinho Rosenstrike, and that's in the works for UFC 266, scheduled for September 25th. A pair of title fights are actually headlining that card. That's Jan Blachowicz versus Glover Teixeira. That's the main event, and the co-main event is going to be Volkanovski Ortega. So that's shaping up to be a pretty good card right there. Card. Yep. Let's see the next fight announcement. Oh, added to the same card is a pair of 2 top 10 bantamweights. Number 6, Marlon Moraes versus number 10, Mirab Davishvili. Yeah, there you go. Moraes is number 6, and the other guy's number 10. So, yeah, that's going to be a good fight. 2 top 10 bantamweights. Next fight. This will be the last fight announcement that I got. It's former bantamweight champion, women's bantamweight champion, all of our favorites in here. Misha Tate is coming back, and we.
Do you feel weird that we talk about your ex, DJ?
No. It's alright. I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Yeah, but we already announced that she was making her comeback, but now she's got an opponent. She's fighting Marion Renault on July 17th. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, because Misha Tate's probably my favorite women fighter of all time, next to Rose.
Yeah, mine's next to Gina Carano, but that's what's up.
What else?
Well, she's not my favorite woman fighter. She's one of my favorite women's.
Another bit of news that I had that we didn't talk about in the MMA world is former UFC light heavyweight champion Rashad Evans says he's ending his retirement to return to combat sports in hopes of landing a fight with Logan Paul or Roy Jones Jr. A boxing match.
I like that.
I think these next 2 years is gonna be like the crossover thing.
Yeah,
It's
I mean, there's money.
cool.
There's money there.
Because there is money, but I think the Paul brothers will be exposed soon.
Sooner or later, they're gonna
sooner
run
or
the
later.
wave.
That's why I say in the next 2, maybe 3 years.
Yeah.
I just hope they get exposed by like a well-known dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen soon. I mean, I don't know, man. Whatever.
But I like that. I like all the attention they're bringing to it.
Yeah.
They're bringing in more fans.
Yeah, absolutely.
You might say you hate them, but they're bringing in the fans.
Yeah.
And that's the important thing.
And these guys are making money off of these fights.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, if he does come back and fight one of them, that'll probably be one of his biggest paydays.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Especially if you consider that the guy lost his last 5 fights in the UFC.
Yeah.
So he did not end his career.
Dude, ask DJ. Me and him were really big Rashad Evans fans back in the day, man.
Yeah.
We were the only 2 guys cheering for him when he fought Chuck.
Yeah.
In Hooters, remember when we went off and we started
He
rubbing
knocked
our
him out
nipples?
cold.
Yeah, we're all pinching our nipples.
Yeah, in the beginning, I was like, "The fuck's wrong with these guys?" Yeah, man. Shit, those were the days, bro.
Yeah, there was plenty of times where we cheered for the underdog.
Dude, we all used to meet up at Hooters. It was free, no
Buffalo
cover.
Wild Wings, to watch the fights.
Dang, no cover?
No cover at Buffs. I mean, at Hooters. I don't know. At Buffs, you have to pay $5 or some shit like that.
They're
Nice.
good.
All right. Any other news, guys?
Nope, that's all the MMA news I got.
All right. Let's get into the fight reviews. But before that, if today seems a little weird to you guys, we're recording Saturday night. We're doing late night recording. It's 12:17 a.m.
Jeez.
Yep, we watched all the fights for you guys.
Definitely gonna get beat up by our wives as soon as we get home.
Oh, we lucked out though. It's Father's Day, so
We got church and Father's
there you
Day.
so
You know
3
what I
of
mean?
us. I was like,
four of us out of 5.
out of 5
Good.
are
Yeah, man.
good.
All right, let's get into the fight reviews.
Just get right into the main event. It was the talk of the card was the main event, McDonald T-Bow, and it's because it was a blatant robbery, man.
Yep.
It was ugly. Rory McDonald, he pretty much dominated the majority of the fight.
Yeah, what was up with that, dude? It was like it was a legit robbery, like, and why against T-Bow? Like, what's going on? Like,
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Are they trying to match somebody at the end? What's going on? Like,
Well,
you
it
know
didn't.
what I mean?
The way that they run their tournament, it didn't affect the McDonald still moved on. He's fighting Ray Cooper still.
No, for McDonald, so he had already clinched playoff spot, but this was going to put him in like the second seed if he would have had a finish or a 1.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. So it actually affected McDonald in the standings.
Yeah, if y'all guys don't know,
And
it's a
T-Bow
point
needed a knockout to make playoffs. I heard.
system. Yeah.
So yeah, he McDonald outlanded T-Bow in total strikes. It was only a 3-round fight, 5-minute rounds. McDonald outlanded him 81 strikes to 32. And McDonald landed 31 leg strikes to T-Bow's 2. Arm strikes, McDonald 48, T-Bow 30. And Rory also landed the only takedown of the fight. My thoughts on this fight is, people in the the MMA community, we talk about fights a lot. We throw the word robbery out there probably too often. But in this case right here, this is the definition of a robbery.
Yeah. Yep.
This is one of those situations where you can use the word and be right. Like, this was a robbery, man. It sucks to see it happen because he won the fight.
Yeah, he didn't he look like he looked like he was surprised that he won the fight.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. He was celebrating. He was like, "Wow!" Like you could tell he did not think he was gonna get that.
Yeah, I was cracking jokes like maybe they were taking points away because of the eye pokes,
Yes.
but it didn't. I mean, even if they would have taken that would have been what 3 points.
I think even the cameraman was surprised because he was recording Rory the whole time.
Yeah.
I think everybody thought it was a unanimous win.
Maybe the judges were asleep or something. I don't know. It just didn't. It doesn't look right. It's like they want them to meet each other up again. I mean, if he would have lost, would he have been out of the spot, the playoff run?
Yeah. So T-Bow needed a finish to make playoffs.
So maybe they're trying to work it up for a rematch or something. But they have a point system that they go on for these seasons. So
I kind of like that.
it's pretty interesting. It makes these guys push, I guess, for a finish or a submission of some sort, and which is cool. And then they get to move on. And then I think at the end it's like $1 million prize for the belt or something like that.
Oh, okay.
For whoever.
Yeah, I know it's gonna be $1 million for sure.
So I mean, it has these fighters pushing to compete, not just to win by points or scheme wise, because even if you're winning and say you win by decisions, you're still low on the points because people that are finishing with submissions or knockouts, they're gonna overlap and they can still afford to lose.
Yep, I like that. It gives them a reason to want to get a finish.
Yeah.
All I know is he's gonna McDonald's gonna come out swinging next fight. That's what makes.
Well, his matchup might call for some wrestling because he's fighting Ray Cooper III, and that guy's known for knocking people out over at
he does have some heavy hands, man.
Yeah, he fought on the same card. He fought Friday night too. He won by knockout. Oh no, I'm sorry. He won by decision.
Robbie Lawler can take a beating though. I mean, as long as you don't break his nose repeatedly.
Rory McDonald, take a drink.
Rory McDonald. My bad.
Take a drink. God damn, you mixed it, bro.
Damn, dude. Yeah, that was a good one.
I guess we can just get right into the main event of this card. Yeah, it was the first ever event for Game Bred Fighting Championships, and it was in Biloxi, Mississippi. This happened on Saturday, June 18th. Headlined by UFC veteran Jason Knight and Charles Crazy Horse Bennett. I think he called himself Felony Charles Bennett.
It was felony charges.
Felony,
Bennett.
bro. You can't call him Crazy Horse no more.
My bad. I just know him as Crazy Horse because that's
that's how I know him too, man. He's always been exciting to watch.
Yep. But it was a quick fight, man. Actually, Crazy Horse clipped Knight early.
Twice.
Yep. In the first exchange, he clipped him and dropped him, and Knight got right back up. Knight is tough, dude. He's a UFC veteran. He's a bare knuckle veteran, bare knuckle boxing veteran. He's tough. He got right back up, and then ended up taking Bennett down and taking his back and ended up choking him out. Fight finished like within the first 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a quick fight, but still entertaining as always, as Charles Bennett is. So hopefully you guys got to watch that.
Dude, he landed 2 clean strikes on him and broke his nose.
Yeah. It was a 2-minute fight, and Bennett, like Luis said, he landed 2 strikes. But after the fight, you look at Jason Knight's face; it looked like he fought for 15 minutes.
Yeah, those 2 punches landed.
Did some damage.
Yeah, there's something.
I was gonna ask, do those wins count as part of your professional record?
That's a good question, dude. I'm gonna check on Monday to see if they go on on the record. Yeah, because it's MMA now. It's not bare knuckle boxing. It's bare knuckle MMA. So.
Bare knuckle MMA. Well, yeah, I think they will because a lot of the old fighters bare knuckle fights are count on their record, like the Vale Tudo and stuff.
Yep,
all the
that's
Brazilian guys. I'm sure it does. I just wonder what kind of what the rules are called, right? Because the UFC used the Unify.
Yeah, that's also a good question.
And then one uses the international, some shit like that, right, guys?
Mm-hmm. Yep, something like that, man.
You fucking MMA nerds know what it's called.
Yeah,
international rules, bro.
I'm gonna do some little bit of research.
Anything else on that card?
Nah, man, that was really the highlight of the card was the main event. You know, I mean, that's all that I feel is worth watching. I mean, hopefully you guys out there watch the whole card. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely keep an eye on his promotion and catch the next one. It was cool, like watching the fight and then seeing Jorge Masvidal in the cage afterwards. You know, as the boss man. You know, like we're used to seeing him as a fighter, as the guy on putting on the show for us. But after the event, he's inside the cage there giving away bonus money. He threw Jason Knight $5,000 cash. I don't know if you guys saw that, but it was just cool seeing him as the boss. You know,
he was talking about they kept asking him, like, every time they interviewed him, like, when's your next fight? When are you gonna be in the cage? And he was talking about sometimes October, November. He's looking for a fight.
Nice.
Makes you wonder. You think they're gonna match him up with Nick?
Oh, that'd be cool. Bad news for Nick,
dude.
but
that means you get to piece up both brothers.
Yeah.
I love that.
They both.
Sad.
I mean,
sad but true.
Yeah. But he's the bigger brother, so he won't be somebody small. He'll be a little bigger. He's more of the welterweight than Nate. Nate's not a welterweight.
Sorry, I was late on that. He gets to piece up both brothers.
Yeah.
But one thing about that promotion, I actually saw highlights of the other fights in it, and it's actually a pretty good promotion. You know, it's for them being one of their first shows, it was actually pretty legit.
Yeah,
they had a good crowd.
Yep.
And the angles and ref, everything, it looked legit.
It was
way better than Triller.
It was a really bright crowd. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where were they at? In Mississippi?
Mississippi.
That's where my son.
By the way, when they interviewed him, he before he can even interview him, he grabbed the mic and he goes, "I want everybody to close your eyes and bow your heads. We're gonna go. We're gonna get a prayer."
He said a prayer. Yep.
Yeah, he came out with the Trump flag, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Crazy.
Anything else? My bad. I was out of order.
That's all I got. You take it away with the boxing.
We'll get into the fights that happened today. Jamie Munguia versus
Camille Saramita.
We got a drink.
I just did because I knew that was coming.
Jamie Munguia is all offense, man. He makes him retire at the end of the 6th round. He's all offense. He's not much there in the defense, spectrum, but he's good, man. And I would love to see a fight with like Boo Boo or Gabriel Rosado or something like that. Now, I know he wants the Canelo and Triple G fight, but
Jacobs.
I think in the Jacobs, but I think he'd just be selling his old.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Early.
But I think after those kind of fights, those winnable fights, I think he might be ready and have the confidence. Any other takeaways from this fight, guys?
No, not really, man. You pretty much said it. He's offensively, he's gifted, man. He's a gifted kid, young fighter. He's 24 years old. He's got so much potential. I hope that he doesn't rush into one of those guys you mentioned, like a Jacobs, Triple G, or who's the other one you mentioned?
Boo Boo.
There you go. Yeah. I'd give him 2 to 3 more fights just to make sure. I mean, I'm not saying he can't win now. He possibly could, but I just think he's got the type of talent that you don't want to rush. You you don't want to rush him into one of those guys. And
And you know what? Boo Boo. I went over Munguia. When you think it's a step down, he doesn't have a big enough name. I think that could get you a little bit closer to a fight with Canelo, because they were grooming Munguia to fight either Triple G or Canelo when they were all under the Golden Boy promotion.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So come on, Boo Boo.
Yep.
Next up, Anderson Silva versus Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Baby.
Oh,
That was such. I mean, it was amazing because Anderson Silva, bro.
Yeah.
He was coming around the scene like when I first started, when me and DJ first started getting into MMA. Like, we were big Rich Franklin fans.
Big.
And we're all, dude, Rich Franklin's gonna fuck this guy up.
Yeah.
And we saw it at Buffs, I think. Buffalo Wild Wings. And, dude, we looked at each other just, fuck.
The next day, I think the next day we started hitting YouTube. And
Yeah, we started looking at
him. I was like, oh, dude, this dude's.
Yeah, and it should,
His
amazing.
highlight reel
That
is
fucking
amazing,
uppercut elbow on Tony Fricklin, dude. That was insane, bro.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, he beat trash-ass fucking Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. He came in overweight.
Yeah.
Came in overweight. He's lazy, and he does this all the time.
Yep.
No dedication
To the sport.
I knew Silva was gonna win. Dude, Silva is an elite striker. No, not in boxing, but he's still an elite striker.
And he didn't look too bad for being 40 how old?
46 years old.
46 years old. And
Guys.
the way he moved around in that ring.
He did not look 46 years old.
No, he looked good, man. He looked good, and I'm proud of him, bro.
But yeah, dude, he represented the MMA, the sport of MMA well. He looked great, man. Like I said, didn't look 46 years old.
He was crying for a draw? Chavez Jr. was crying for a
He was
draw?
crying for a draw.
First of all, they gave them a split decision.
Yeah, that was bullshit.
That was UD
that was-
Silva.
Silva clearly won that shit, dude. Get out of here.
Yeah, I didn't see him winning one round other than the first. And he even stood in the corner for 2 rounds telling him, come fight me,
Yep.
For 2 rounds.
He's a special guy, man. He was special in MMA.
He's like-
He's still special. He got a little bit too old to be competing with those guys in the middleweight division right now. I think his last 2 fights were both knockout losses, and he hung it up in MMA. I think he lost to Jared Cannonier, and then his next fight he got knocked out by Uriah Hall.
Yeah.
So, but he decided to come back in boxing, and he looked good. He had balance in his step. He wasn't slow. He didn't look flat-footed. And he won. I thought he won. It should have been unanimous.
Yeah, it should have been unanimous.
Should have been unanimous.
This is number 1 bullshit.
Yep.
So real quick, what do you think's next for Anderson Silva? What would be another cool crossover fight?
Roy Jones Jr.
Yeah, that would be. He always wanted to fight him.
He always wanted
did.
to fight him. He's been
Give it
calling
to
him
him,
out.
man. He deserves it. Give it to him.
We've been calling him out for a while, since like 2008.
Yep.
All right, next up, another banger: Jermell Charlo versus Juan Mancias Montel. What a war, dude! 2 warriors. I mean, Montel made Charlo work for that fucking win, and I think Charlo did win, but it was not. He did not win every single round, man. I don't think that no way. But I think he did win. It was a closer fight than we thought, but man, that ref let him work. They need more refs that let you work on the inside.
Yeah, I like
Brutal,
that.
man.
I like that the way and it's not just this fight, but it's been boxing lately, as in maybe the past year or so. They're letting them work on the inside, and I'm liking that. I like dirty boxing, so.
Yep.
So it was interesting. It was good. He was supposed to school him, so from what people were saying, and that didn't happen.
Nope.
It didn't look like it. I mean, he was trying to finish him in the 4th. By the 4th round, it looked like he was throwing everything at him.
Yeah, we were anticipating for him to dust him.
Yeah.
Well, man, we got something better, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, we got something way better, man.
Yeah.
Yep. All I gotta say to all the Charlo fans is hop off that dick, because it ain't that good. He's not ready for Canelo.
Nope.
Yep.
Yeah. He's been known to be calling out Canelo. And that's the last guy you want to be in the room with, because Canelo would have slept this guy.
Yeah,
if he fought Canelo tonight, he wouldn't have made it to the 5th round. Canelo would knock this dude out cold. He got hit way too many times. Couldn't even finish. This guy, this skinny, Mexican guy in front of him. Don't get me wrong, man. He was tough. He's a good boxer, but he's nowhere near Canelo Alvarez's level.
He was slipping his punches and everything. I mean, if he was countering him,
Yep.
I mean, this fight could have ended differently.
He landed flush, dude. He was landing.
He was making them miss punches, man.
Yeah, he
Imagine
was.
if he was fighting someone like Canelo.
Yeah, he made a Charlo miss pretty wide.
Yeah.
Several
pretty
times.
sick, yeah.
Not only that, dude, the dude landed like a bunch of uppercuts on him.
Yeah,
man, he had
Canelo's
sick combos.
uppercuts. Ooh.
So that's my takeaway from this fight is that Charlo needs to stop calling out Canelo, man. Like, just, if anything, you should be avoiding him. Just it'd be a bad night for you.
All right, next up, probably everyone's number 2 pound for pound on your pound for pound list in boxing is Inoue. What round was it?
I believe it was third.
Oh my god, dude! He's just levels above his competition, man.
Yep, similar
man.
to Canelo, man.
Yeah, and it's rare for small fighters to have such pop and power.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Dude, the knockout against Maloney, I think that's his name. Oh my god, that was devastating, dude. And then he just puts him away, man, with a devastating body shot.
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
It was
I mean,
bad.
he had I think it was 3 knockdowns, right? All body shots.
I think I'm gonna look up the report because I feel like he broke his ribs after the first knockout.
The first one he dropped him. He came up and he was holding his rib, like it was bad. It looked like even the ref was trying to talk to him. He was still holding his rib, but they continued. But the last punch that dropped him for sure wasn't the rib shot though. That's for sure. But I think he messed him up.
Yeah, I think that's like what people. This is what people were expecting Charlo to do to his opponent tonight. Come out and really make a statement. And we kind of got the opposite in that fight. But that was better for us because we got to see a great fight.
Yeah, that was a good fight.
For all of us fight fans, all you fight fans out there, I really hope that you got to watch the Charlo fight because if you didn't, you missed a good one.
Yeah.
I think he deserves this. Inoue deserves this.
2 win.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
All the coins.
All the coins.
Get him.
Get them all.
He's gonna go to the bonus round where you get to fuck up that car.
Yeah, exactly. What
You know what I'm saying?
Dude, that was like my favorite round.
Those
dude.
barrels too. I think there's another.
Yeah, you
kick
gotta
barrels
fuck up barrels.
and shit. Yeah, the car one was my favorite too.
Shit, who's y'all's favorite fucking fighter? Mine was Blanca. It was that little green monster that electrocute you.
Yeah.
I was never good at Street Fighter, bro.
No, shit.
I sucked at Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. My shit was Tekken.
Ooh,
yeah.
I was really good at Tekken 3. Was
Eddie,
Tekken
did you
Tag.
use Eddie?
Yeah, Eddie, bro.
Everybody used him.
Hey, but for real, bro,
Just
I used
smashing those buttons.
I used to fucking smash people, bro. People would be lining up trying to beat me at the Peter Piper's,
Oh,
bro.
dude, they'll put the quarters on the
Yes,
game?
bro. Put them on the table, bitch.
Ah, you're probably that little fucker I didn't like, dude.
All right, next up, UFC on ESPN 25, Korean Zombie versus Ige.
Danny Gay.
Dan Ige.
Yep, you got it.
Ige, yeah.
All right. Well, before we get into the main event, I mean, there's a lot of awesome fights and finishes.
That whole card was all finished.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna hand it off to Jeff because I was a little busy. I had to watch the replay.
Yeah, let's start with the first fight on the main card, which was Matt the Immortal Brown
Always excited to
against
see
Diego
Matt Brown,
Lima.
man.
Yeah, and guess what? Just like in typical Matt Brown fashion, dude, he knocked Lima out cold with a straight right, and
That was a
it
beautiful
was
punch.
beautiful. Yeah, it was beautiful, and guess what, dude? Fun fact about Matt Brown: he's now beaten both Lima brothers because he beat Douglas Lima also.
No,
Nice.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. So yeah, they're calling him the Lima Hunter. So.
And you know what? You watched that knockout, and it didn't look like he hit him hard. It looked like it glazed him.
Mm-hmm.
But the way he dropped like a sack of potatoes,
Yeah,
jeez,
he was out, bro. He was out cold. Yeah, so yeah, that was a fun fight. Hope you guys got to watch it. The whole main card was good. It was good. The next fight was Wellington Turman versus Bruno Silva. Bruno Silva was making his UFC debut, and even that fight ended in a TKO. It ended in the first round, and Silva ended the fight with strikes from top position.
Yeah, that was brutal.
Put him out cold too. The next fight on the card, Julian Erosa versus Sungwoo Choi.
Oh yeah, that was.
Did you say
That was my favorite knockout.
cream of some young guy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. But yeah, if you missed that one, go watch the highlights because man, that dude can strike.
Yeah, that was nice.
Sungwoo Choi. Look that up, and you guys won't be disappointed. Go to YouTube.
Oh, sorry, I'm just seeing the Matt Brown knockout.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
it was a
Yeah,
good punch.
you guys get a chance, go look up Sungwoo Choi.
That was a good knockout.
Yeah,
too,
it's
though,
beautiful.
man.
It's beautiful striking. And then the next fight on the card, in my opinion, this one right here was the fight of the night. It was Marlon Vera versus Davey Grant, a bantamweight fight, and it was action packed from beginning to end.
Isn't that a rematch, right?
It was a rematch. Yeah, Davey Grant won the first matchup by unanimous decision. But fun fact about these two guys: so since they fought, Davey Grant has had, I believe, 6 fights. And Marlon Vera, since the last time they fought, has had 13 fights. So he's been putting in work, and improving. Yeah. And I think that was the difference in today's fight, because Davey Grant looked great, don't get me wrong, but Marlon Vera just looked like he was leaning on his experience, and that's what got him the win.
Yeah, I think David Grant had 2 years of injuries that he was battling.
Yeah, he had a couple injuries.
So yeah, he was a little bit behind. So I mean, and it showed the experience in the next fight.
Yeah, especially in the late rounds.
But that was exciting.
Yep, there you go, Luis. In the late rounds, Marlon Vera just just put that pressure on him, and he broke him, and he dominated that last round. One of the judges gave him a 10-8 round in that last round, the third round.
Third round, he took it.
Yep.
I really want Sean O'Malley to get that rematch versus him.
Oh yeah,
that'd be great. I'd like to see.
He was hurt. I think he got hurt. That fight.
He hurt his ankle.
He hurt his ankle, so I just want to see how a rematch will look.
Yeah.
Yep, and then co-main event of the evening is a heavyweight match: Alexei Olenek versus Sergey Spivak. And this is a typical heavyweight fight. Don't get me wrong. There was action, but it would get slow here and there. Spivak ends up winning by unanimous decision.
They were just slugging in the last.
Yeah, they were slugging, bloody. But like typical heavyweights, they start to get tired, start to gas out, start to lay on each other a little bit. Not the most exciting fight, but Spivak gets the W.
Yeah, I thought he was going to get submitted, to be honest.
I did too.
Same here. I had Olenek by submission.
Yeah, because Olenek, man, he grabs a hold of people and just...
Yep.
I don't know, he just mauls them on the ground,
Yep.
And I didn't see him get him down or try to do anything like that.
Was it Olenek that he had a submission from the bottom? Like, didn't he?
Yeah, he does like a choke.
Type of thing?
A choke.
Yeah, I forgot what it's called, but yeah, it's a choke from the bottom, dude.
Right? Yeah, I saw that. He just kind of... It looks like a bear hug type of thing.
Yeah.
And he pulls guard to get it, too. It's crazy.
Yeah.
He's done it, I think, 3 times in the UFC.
I think he's done it multiple times in the UFC.
Wow.
So, yeah, that's one thing that Spivak did well is avoiding, avoiding grappling with the guy.
He did. He definitely did. And they were slugging by the end, so it was a good fight.
Yeah. So let's move on to the main event of the evening. We all watched that together.
Mm-hmm.
Chan Sung Jung versus Dan Ige.
Yeah,
and
Korean Zombie.
Yep. I expected a little bit more, I'll be honest. I'm a harsh critic, though, because I know what both of these guys were capable of. Don't get me wrong, it was a good fight. I'm not saying it wasn't, but it wasn't the type of fight I was expecting.
Yeah, I think it was a good fight. But after watching all that excitement from the fights before, it makes it really hard to say that, like, oh, that was a great fight.
Right,
but it was a good fight.
Yeah.
Korean Zombie, he came out and he was just being patient, super patient. You see the experience in that fight, and he was just, tagging him at the right times, the countering, and he wasn't really trying to blow his load to finish him. So, ayo, but he was taking his time, he was taking his time and to get that win. I think he's by the way it looks like he's fighting smarter to get to that belt, because I think he needs to get there. I think he needs to get a belt. He's been in UFC for so long.
For me, I think he took all the criticism against Ryan Ortega. People calling him one-dimensional, and I think he just took that to heart, and he's actually trying to improve and get better and show people that he's more than
and that's a good point, because he did mix it up. He mixed in takedowns. He wasn't just striking. He wasn't just looking for the knockdown. He made Ige, worry about his level changes as well, and he took the fight to the ground a couple times.
Yeah, so. And it was like, and when he was feeling like he was losing the stand up, he decided to bring it down, and he got it. He got it to the ground, and then when that was there, then he got back up, and then he was doing what he had to do on the stand up. So he was controlling it. He was putting it wherever he wanted to put it.
He just looked a little too big, right? A little bit too big and too strong for Danny.
Yeah, Danny he looked small.
Yep.
All right, guys. I guess we'll get into the fight previews coming up for this coming week, and we'll start off with Thursday with PFL 6, Harrison versus We're gonna have to drink again. Do you know her name, Jeff, to save me?
It's yeah, I have it right here. Give me 1 second.
Oh, Jeff's good at pronouncing names. Man.
Yeah, he is.
I'm gonna save us.
Save
It's
us. 'Cause I'm
yeah,
feeling,
Kayla
I'm feeling good
Harrison.
right now. We've been here a long time, right?
versus Cindy
Drinking beer.
Dandoy.
Dandoy.
Yep, Kayla
There you go,
Harrison versus
guys.
Cindy
There we
Dandoy.
go.
Yeah, we're just gonna drink it.
Yeah, we'll take a drink.
Whatever. Everybody, what are you drinking? If you want to shout out what you're drinking, I'm drinking this hazy IPA called Haters Gonna Haze. I didn't like it. Sorry.
Well, it is an IPA, right? What's that?
No,
mean
I
when
do
you say-
like IPA. Yeah, I know what you
What's
mean,
that?
but I do like IPA.
Oh man, this IPA tastes like shit. Yeah, it's good though,
Awesome,
right?
right?
Yeah.
That's how you know it's good. It's good if it tastes like crap.
I'm still celebrating Moreno's victory with some tecates. You know, going
On,
on.
maricon. Can you say that?
I'm
Damn,
drinking
my
some
bad.
Victoria, so it's a little dark.
I tried it. It's pretty good. It's my first time trying
Yeah,
Victoria.
it's like a Mexican
Dark
Shiner
lager,
Bock.
right? Yeah, it's like a dark
Yeah,
lager.
I'm drinking Ziegenbach still.
You know,
It's my favorite.
And Chris is drinking some Corona Seltzer or Michelob Ultra.
oh, not too loud,
Seltzer.
Chris. Not too loud.
Yeah, you heard it. You want
Dude,
10-inch
hey,
dick? Drink
turn his
Ultra.
mic down, dude.
Oh, all right.
No need to raise your voice.
I
Sorry
told
about
you.
that,
I
guys.
told you about adding a new member, dude. It's like all this friction and shit, bro. Anyway, we get into the main event for that. I mean, is there any notable fights that you think we should talk about? Honestly,
Honestly, no. There's not any notable
that's
fights
what I was
on the
saying.
card.
I mean, I think these are guys that are gonna make impression on a lot of us for the first time. So.
Yeah. Pitt. And like I said, the way they fight, it's a point system. So these guys are out here to try to get points.
Yeah.
not
Yeah, they
trying
have
to
an
finish.
incentive.
They're trying to
An incentive to get
it's pretty
finished.
cool.
Yeah. And
Yeah, I like
if you
it.
get
I like
points to finish, and like I said, you get to the playoffs, you win the playoffs, you win the whole championship. That's $1 million.
I think it's
In
cool
your
how
hand.
they have the punch speed and the stats
Yeah.
right at the bottom.
Dude, I was gonna say that.
Really cool.
And they call it
They have some cool-
the smart cage. Did
Yeah.
y'all hear that?
Yeah, and they have some cool camera angles, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Wait, like
PFL's
angles
cool.
that UFC and Bellator don't, and Juan don't have.
They might be affiliated with UFC because it's on ESPN, and like I don't think Dana White would have like another organization making
I even
money
like
off this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like the
I
ref
think there's
cameras
some-
too.
It might be like a deep.
Yeah, that's
thing.
another good point. Luis, the ref has a camera in his
Oh
glasses.
yeah, it's kind of a throwback
I like
to
that.
Pride, bro.
Pride, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
And I think UFC did it one time. I think it was like 2 or 3 pay-per-views where they had the camera at the bottom of the mat.
Did they have?
And then they did away with that. But on here, they have that camera on the bottom of the mat.
like
So
it.
it's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet angle. When
did
when
the-
it goes to the ground.
Did when the UFC went to Japan? I think it was Frank Yeager and Ben Henderson.
Uh-huh.
Did the ref have a ref cam? Does anybody remember?
I don't remember
think
that.
he did. I don't think he did.
I watched that fight, but I don't
I
remember.
remember Rampage came out to the Pride music.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sick.
That was a good
That's cool, man.
All right. Well, what are y'all's picks and predictions for the main event?
I'll go first. I got Kayla Harrison by TKO. I think that she's just levels above
By Dominic.
dominant.
Dominant
She's
victory
gonna
row.
slam the girl on her head probably
Yeah.
and punch her in the face till the ref pulls her off.
I think they're building her up because that's the biggest star they have, honestly.
Yep. And real quick, her.
Oh, duh. Pettis is on that fight card, bro.
Oh, they don't have him on here on
No?
on verdict yet.
No?
No.
Oh, it was on shit. Is it on there? He's on right here.
He's right
on
there.
Sheer Dog.
On Sherdog. So yeah, maybe.
Well, remember he could.
He
He was supposed to fight last week.
Yeah, he was supposed to fight.
He got sick or something.
Yeah.
like
They
that.
rescheduled him. They
He
said
got
they
a
were going
tummy.
to fight
Yeah,
next week.
his tummy was
So,
hurting or
well,
something.
shit. I don't.
He might be on this card because I know they were going to reschedule him.
I don't know.
Short too. so.
Man Foyo, that's his name. His guy that's gonna fight.
Roush
I
Manfio.
But he didn't win his last fight in Pete.
We got a drink.
Ralph Maggio. Oh shit.
Fucking Karate Kid.
Oh fuck.
He's screwed, dude.
Damn. Okay. Well, I think we all are. I think it's a unanimous decision. Kayla Harris is gonna fucking dominate,
Yeah.
bro.
They're grooming her.
Yeah.
They're grooming
So,
her to be
fuck,
big.
let's move. I'm gonna just breeze past this. This IBF final flyweight eliminator Jay Harris versus Ricardo Sandoval. That's gonna catch that on ESPN Plus. It's gonna be on Friday, and then on Friday as well, Bellator 261 Johnson versus Moldavsky. We have to drink.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Is there anything other than the main event on that card that y'all want to talk about? Because I didn't really think there was anything notable, man, honestly.
Nah, I'm gonna be honest, man. No, it's not. It's not Bellator's best
I think
work.
it's a super whack card. I'm sorry. I was looking at it, and I think the only other person I know is Liz Carmouche.
Usually those whack cards usually always end up pretty cool sometimes.
Yeah,
They get some crazy knockouts.
People were calling
They get some crazy
the UFC
flashes.
card from today a terrible card, and
Yeah.
guess what? It delivered.
It was awesome.
It was an
Yeah.
awesome card.
Yeah, minus the main event. I mean, if you look on sheet, the main event was going to be the best part of the fight.
Right.
That or
Marlon
Immortal.
Oh, the Mortal Round. Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, that's all that would have stuck out to me. But when you watched it, it was pretty freaking amazing.
Wait, what's that girl's last name?
Oh, you got Miles
six.
Jury.
Matchup number 6. Last name. Oh, that's right. We got a drink.
Oh, please. Here we go. Yeah, that's a hard one. That has like almost every letter in the alphabet.
Yeah, even though this night started off really hectic and negative, bro, I like the vibe of this show after seeing the fights because we're fresh off it.
Yeah.
We forced each other to have to watch because usually if we don't watch it together, we're doing shit with our families, you know?
Yeah.
We have to, so.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool though, doing this, even though it's late, though.
I mean, Father's Day weekend and everything. Happy Father's Day to y'all out there. But so we had couldn't do recording on Sundays.
Yeah, it's a hard job, but someone's got to do it, guys.
This is pretty fun too.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah. Hey, we watched so many fights today. I'm gonna go ahead and probably say I probably watched more fights today than I've ever watched in any other single day.
Yeah.
I watched probably like close to like I'd say 20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
20 fights maybe.
My day started early. I watched the undercard of the Munguia fight.
Yep.
Started at 2:30 and saw Gabriel Zotto get a really sick knockout over a guy who was supposed to lose to.
He went right?
It's a good knockout, man. Gabriel Zotto, and he caught out Jamie McGill. So it was pretty cool, man. It's the best time to be a fight fan, man. It's like almost overwhelming all the fights we got, man. It's pretty cool, bro.
Yep. It's awesome, man.
It's really cool, man.
I went all day watching fights too because I didn't catch the Thursday and Friday night ones. So literally all morning before anything else started, that's what I was watching the highlights of that.
Yeah, guys. I mean, if you love the show, guys, help us out, please. Give us a little time and share it. Put us on your Facebook, your Instagram, something, because we're putting a lot of work into this show, and I promise that we're gonna take over this podcast game, dude, soon. I promise, because I don't know if it's the punk rocker in me, but the whole corporate mainstream thing is lame, bro.
Yeah,
you got all these like the morning combat and what was the Josh Thompson and
weighing in.
They said that Jared Hurd fight was boring, loose airs. I was like, come on, no man,
Yeah.
they're biased. They're getting paid by big promotions and they have to say certain things, dude. We're gonna be the voice of the people. I promise you guys. Just stick with us right now. Eventually, we're gonna do big things, man, and we're gonna know you by name. We're gonna talk to you. We're never gonna be too big.
We're gonna get there
to listen, dude. And those guys won't listen to you. They won't care. And my dream is to have like a call-in thing and a live video. You know what I mean? Eventually.
Yep.
But that's money that we don't have right now. But it's gonna get there, dude. I'm telling you that those guys don't have the balls to do that kind of stuff, man. And we're ready to debate. I mean, we're like Steven Crowder, bro. Change our minds, bro. We can fucking debate anybody, bro. Let's go.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we've been watching. I watched some of the prelims. There was a prelim on the UFC undercard. Mm-hmm. That was pretty good. I can't even think of her name, but she looks like
Ron Schneider.
Yeah. And
Verna John D. Roby.
Did you ever see that
John
South Park?
DeRoe, yeah.
Where they make fun when he's on the airplane. He's like, Rob Schneider is. Rob Schneider is.
Yeah.
Rob Schneider is. He's just something like that.
And she I think she either she broke her arm or dislocated it, but that girl went out in the second round, fought the whole round with one arm. But the ref's like, nah, I can't let you go to the next round.
And you know what? You gotta think about it. Women have a high pain tolerance.
Yeah.
I mean, the father's in the room right
She was
here.
crying that they stopped the fight. She wanted to keep going.
Yeah, they seen what a woman's body can do firsthand. You know, we've seen it. It's crazy. So.
Yep.
Wish I hadn't.
Yeah.
But I
Oh
had.
my God, it's crazy, right?
No,
it's
it
one of
is.
the weirdest.
It's definitely
life
rush.
beautiful and scariest and
Yeah.
weirdest, grossest.
Oh,
things,
it's an
crazy.
experience.
It is. It's life.
It's an eye opener.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You don't think you'll shed a tear when you see fucking blood and mung everywhere, right? But you are.
Yeah.
At the same time, so like I said, it's a weird experience and it's also awesome.
Yep.
All right, next up, I want to boost this real quick on Desean. You can catch this. It's a flyweight title fight. Julio Cesar Martinez versus Joel Cordova. And like I said, that's on Desean. And I do think that is on Friday. If not, probably early Saturday. It might be like a UK card. All right, let's get into the main feast going on. Not the main feast, but part of the main feast. It's a three course meal. All right, for the WBA regular junior welterweight title, Gervonta Davis versus San Antonio's own Mario Barrios, bro. And honestly, I smell an upset coming. I might be crazy and I might be biased because he's from my hometown, but I could see him winning. He's a big 140-pounder, long and lanky. He's listed at 5'10", but a homeboy that I know who says he grew up with him says that boy about 6 feet. He has an excellent jab. And on Davis's side, he's 5'5", moving up 10 pounds. He hasn't fought at 140. Okay, like in the Santa Cruz fight, he didn't look good up until that knockout. Let's be real.
True.
He really didn't. And then it took him almost the whole fight to finish a shot version of little ass Gamboa. If Barrios could establish the jab early and keep Tank from getting on the inside and stay disciplined, that's the key. Stay disciplined, but that Aztec warrior might come out and want some chingazos. You know what I'm saying? But if he could stay disciplined, bro, I could see an upset, man. I don't know about y'all.
Yeah, I'm hoping for it, man. Like you said, he's got to establish the jab early. He's got to keep the shorter, more powerful fighter on the outside, and yeah, just stay disciplined, stay patient, and not play into Davis's game. He's really got to be, he's really got to have good footwork that night. He can't be lazy because it just takes one, man. Yeah, but he does have a chance, to upset Davis.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
All right, next up, Vasily Lomachenko versus Masayoshi Nakatana. I practiced this one, guys. Three-weight world champion Vasily Lomachenko returns to action. Nakatana is a solid fighter. He got dropped bad twice in his last showing, but showed heart and rallied back with a knockout. Nakatana's actually looked decent against this fight against Teofimo Lopez. When I say decent, Timo still won pretty much every round, but Timo's Timo, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's supposed to finish this guy, and he looked decent. So when you can look decent against Teofimo Lopez, I think you're maybe not special, but you're real. You're at that level. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But on Lomo's side, I think he has a chip on his shoulder. He came off a big upset loss to Tio, and not just that, he got outboxed. The Matrix himself got outboxed. You know what I mean? So I think he's gonna come out with a chip on his shoulder and put on a boxing clinic, man. I don't know if he's gonna get the stoppage, but I think he's gonna put on a boxing clinic, maybe get a clear UD where he looks like, wow, Lomo's back.
Yeah, he's gonna want to come out and make a statement and remind everybody why he was the number one pound for pound
And what did this
fighter in the world.
Oh, this is on. It's gonna be on ESPN Plus.
Okay.
Oh, nice. That's
so
perfect.
this is the last fight of their whole header of the 3-week thing. First it was Shakur. Today was Inoue, and then next week it's going to be Lomachenko.
I like that. That's cool.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see him come out and give rounds away like he did against Lopez. I don't think we'll see him wait. But yeah, he's got. I hope that's what we see anyway. I hope he comes out and we see him right away establishing dominance and showing that he's not here to take a break, and give away rounds like he did. I felt like in the Lopez fight, he just wasn't himself those first couple rounds.
He started turning it up way too late.
He did.
Yeah.
And when he started to turn it up, you can see a difference in, like, okay, now this guy's here. Now he's fighting. Now he's boxing. And I don't know. I don't understand why he did that in the Lopez fight.
Guys, real quick, I totally forgot. We didn't get official picks for the Davis and Mario Barrios picks. You don't have to pick a round. It might be too much. We went through a lot today, but just throw it out there, man.
I'm gonna go with you, Steve. I'm gonna go with Barrios. I love upsets.
For the upset?
I love upsets. Especially, hometown, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta bet on it.
Yeah, you're gonna go for that.
And I know, Jamie, you're listening. If you want to put money on that, I'm down. I know you listen.
He'll give me that. He'll give me his Vimo. Oh, speaking of Jamie, check this out. So he messaged me. He says, "Hey, Cub said that you were sucking me off pretty good on the podcast the other day." And he's like, "What episode was it?" I was like, "I don't know." And I was like, "Cub listens to the show," and he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "That's cool. I didn't even know he knew about it or whatever." So, Cub, this is for you. Hold on. Dude, I want him to come back for the next episode. All right, that's for you, Cub. Steve listening. Who? Huh?
I'm a buddy of it.
It's just our buddy,
okay.
man. Just like just a homeboy. So I just thought that was funny.
You know that reminded me. I don't know if you've seen the episode of like where people have the crazy fetish obsessions or whatever. It reminded me of this young dude. They interviewed him. He's like, "Hey, my name's David, and I love sucking dick in the air." And he just goes, like every time, like literally, they had a 30-minute interview with him. He was just talking, and as he's talking about every 10 minutes, he's like,
That's awesome.
Jeff, real quick, the pick for Javante Davis, Marlon.
It's tough, man. It's such a hard pick for me. But I guess I'll go with you guys. I'll side with you guys. I'll go with Mario Barrios.
We are gonna upset Chris. Oh, interesting. Okay,
I would never thought you would pick that, Chris.
Wow, okay. Let's get to UFC Fight Night 190, Gain versus Volkov. And I know Gain is one of Jeff's boys. So I'll kick it off to him, man.
I'm very high on Ciryl Gane, but this is a tough matchup for him, man. Volkov is, I think, probably the tallest fighter on the roster. He's probably like 6'8" or 6'9", something like that. Stefan Struve's not on the skyscraper's not on the roster anymore. And Volkov, he's just good, dude. He's just a good striker, and he's huge, you know. Ciryl Gane's a big dude, and he's gonna look small next to this guy, I promise you, because this guy made Alistair Overeem look little. He showed in that Overeem fight, he beat the shit out of Alistair Overeem, and he showed an awesome jab. And when you got that kind of length and you establish a jab, it's gonna be hard for anybody to get anywhere near you.
He got height, length, and mobility.
Yeah,
he really
it's
does.
Rare, dude.
That's rare to have all that. Usually, if you're tall and lanky, you're fucking goofy.
Yep.
Like, what's that one guy?
Like Stefan Struve, kind of.
That one boxer, the Towering Inferno, that's what they call him. Remember? He was all tall, long, and goofy.
Yeah.
Like, he just, I don't know. And, like, Tyson Fury, he has all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You would think he'd, that's just rare, and that's awesome.
Yeah, he's super tall. I mean, the only... I mean, I can see Gane winning. Gane is also a freak of nature in his own way. He's a big dude. I think he's like 6'4", and he's like super light on his feet, bouncing in and out. Kind of reminds me of Wonder Boy. Wonder Boy's at 170 though. Ciryl Gane's like 240 or something like that, and he's just super quick, light on his feet, throws great kicks, and so like I can see Gane coming out and establishing, leg kicks. I guess throwing leg kicks right off the bat, because that's probably where he's gonna, have some success against Volkov if he tries to, come out and throw some leg kicks. But I don't know, man. It's such a hard fight for me to pick. I'll probably go with Gane. I think he'll figure it out. I think he'll figure out how to beat him. I'll go with Ciryl Gane in that one.
Yeah, I'm also going with Ciryl Gane.
Here we go.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Here we go.
His last fight, he fought Jairzinho Rozenstruik, and he made it look pretty easy. A lot of people think that was a boring fight. I don't. I appreciated what I was watching. He made it look easy.
Any other notable fights? I know the St. OSP's fighting.
Yeah. That'll be a good one. He's fighting Tanner Boser too, and yeah, that one won't be boring. I guarantee you someone's getting knocked out in that fight. So, nice. Definitely tune into that one.
Anything else on that card, guys? Other than this?
There's some good fights, man. There's Andre
just something
Fili.
you have to tune into. See, yeah, I recognize Andre Fili.
Yeah, it's another free card, so don't expect any huge stars on this card. Although I think the Ciryl Gane Volkov winner is getting a title shot. That guy,
it's
whoever wins that fight. It's actually
a really good main event, guys.
Yeah, it's very good.
It's a really good main event.
They're getting a title shot, whoever wins that fight. And then you got, like we said, Ovin St. Preux, Tanner Boser. action. That's gonna be action. Someone's getting knocked out. Andre Feely, he's also known for putting on good shows. And then we got Renato Moicano, who's also known to put on good fights. So yeah, we got another good fight, another good main card at least here for UFC Fight Night 190.
Yeah, guys, it's a great time to be a fight fan. Not a good time to be married. I'm telling the guys, I think we're probably gonna have to get divorced. This is a lot of fights. You know what I mean? We're gonna end up single watch, but we're doing this for you guys.
As long as we got fights, you know. Fights in football, baby.
Yeah,
y'all are good. At least y'all got kids as security blankets.
Dude, check this out.
No, that's money.
They use it against you.
Yeah.
You don't have any single dad friends, bro? They just tell you horrors. Tell Ralph to tell them horrors of that shit, bro.
Child support's a real thing, dude. It's scary.
Hey, what was that thing? If women could be abort babies and men should...
Oh, yeah.
Well, how does it go? We should be able to walk away child support
they should
free.
be able to walk away.
Yeah.
Child support free.
Oh, my bad. We're getting into something else.
Sorry, that's
Hope we don't have any.
the
We're
drinks.
feeling good, guys.
It's all the drinks.
Any other notes from this card?
No, sir.
All right, on Sunday, guys, I'm going to breeze through it real quick, and I'm not even going to go through the fucking names because I don't know who they are.
Oh, yeah.
And you don't know who they are. Don't be a fucking poser. Risen Federation Fighting 29. It's going to be at 1 a.m. Sunday. So if you're staying up late, that's Central Time. And then Sunday on Fox is another boxing fight. David Morrell versus Mario Carrasas. I'm sorry, I have to drink. We got to drink. I'm sorry, guys.
Here we go.
All right. And that's it for all the fight previews for next week, man. So I think we breezed through this pretty fast.
Yeah, we tried to.
I think this was the fastest one, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Well, we're going to do a couple fat reels again.
Be back.
Be back, baby. All right, guys. I'm on that Oscar de la Hoya. Fish scales, you know what I mean?
No, that brand.
Yeah, baby.
It is called TDs and flying these, so let's get into the TDs portion. Kick it off to Luis. Let's get into it, baby.
Yeah. Let's start off with NFL news. As we know, it's too early in the offseason still. Probably the only set of news that came out is Xavier Howard is holding out, not showing up to mini camps because he wants a contract reconstructed, even though he just signed a 5-year contract last year. To me, y'all know how I feel about that. I mean, you sign, you're one of the highest paid cornerbacks in the league. I know they just signed Byron Jones for a little bit of more money. And I know you just had a Pro Bowl year, but you're in your second year of your contract and you're asking for more money.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
And Jamal Adams is holding out too at a minicamp.
Yeah, but
he wants a restructured deal because he wants to stay.
Exactly.
Pay the man. He's a game changer.
Yeah,
The difference
pay him.
is he's in his 4th year of the contract. This dude is in 2nd year. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just got a contract. I think you just
Sophomore slum, right? So, I mean, you can't trust him on this first.
Exactly. Like I was telling y'all earlier, for me, if players want to do that, then the team should have the option that if you don't meet the stats that you didn't put up last year when you asked for money, then you should get paid less. Then do something where the team also gets something, because the team is in a lose-lose situation.
Yeah.
Yep.
And look at the Zeke. He asked for franchise money. He played like a second stringer. He played like Tony Polar's backup.
He got record money, NFL record money. He was the highest paid running back in the history of the NFL when he
Real
got
quick,
that deal.
while we're on the Cowboys,
Here we go.
DJ, it's been called to my attention that you are a closet Cowboys fan. Is this true?
This is absolutely not true.
Okay, because I did see you with the Jason Witten jersey once.
What's Jason
But I know you're trolling me.
That's Jason
I know
Witten.
you're trolling me because I think it's when the Seahawks play the Cowboys.
Well,
So-
it's
Well,
not
he
just
just
that.
likes to see the Seahawks lose.
It's Jason Witten, man. You can't knock on Jason Witten. Everybody has their favorite football player, whether it's on their team or not on their team.
There you go. That's true.
So you can't knock on Jason Witten. That guy's a Hall of Famer. Is he not?
yeah.
All right, I guess that's we're just putting those rumors to rest.
Yeah. So
DJ is not a closet Cowboys fan.
You know,
Might be closet something else.
You know
but
what?
not
I think it's
Cowboys fan.
Have y'all ever seen The Office when he was doing like a window shutdown and then he'll offer mints to what's his name?
Dwight.
Dwight.
Yeah.
And then he got Dwight liking the mints. So every time, he trained him, right? So it's like every Sunday for our Cowboys touchdown, we take what do we do?
Shot.
We take a shot. So
we're just trained. We're just trained to like a Cowboys touchdown.
We're slowly being trained to like them, but I still wouldn't cheer for the Cowboys.
That's a good point, really.
You know what I mean? So every time I see a Cowboys touchdown, you know what that means for me, right? I'm getting a shot.
You know what?
Exactly. I'm the same way.
Speaking of football season, it's. I can't wait to be at DJ's dad's house while football season. It's a great environment. It really is. It's fun. It's like
best time of the year.
It's family, and then me being a friend. Well, Jeff and Luis married into the family, so I guess they're kind of from my almost perspective, but treat you like family right away. It's fun over there, man. I can't wait to be over there, barbecue every fucking Sunday, bro.
Yeah,
it's awesome, man.
Food
awesome.
Shots for sure.
Cold beer, shots.
As long as the Cowboys are scoring touchdowns, we're gonna get shots.
Exactly.
Unless,
And if Dak Prescott stays healthy, we're gonna get a lot of them.
Yeah, football season is my favorite time of year because we don't only have fights on Saturday night, but we got Sunday morning football too to wake up to.
Guys, if you think we're in deep shit now with the wives, because what time is it right now?
Wait till football.
It's 1:30, dude.
Oh yeah, dude. I literally need to change my job. I'm probably gonna get a divorce. Literally, like once football season starts, like literally the time for my wife is just the weekend. So once it starts, like I'm like, she's gonna make me pick,
Yeah.
and she's not gonna like the choice.
DJ, that's your brother-in-law.
For now.
Hey, he's
for now, right?
Oh man, he has a point that he's arguing on, but she does do her editing, so she is gonna hear all this. By the way,
Oh yeah,
she does a great job on editing.
Thank you, Bree.
Like I said, a good thing AGB's 24 hours. I'm going there right now.
Get some flowers.
Yeah,
You get the discount on the ones that are gonna die.
Right. All right, let's get into our divisional talk.
Are we gonna start with the weakest team like we used to do?
Yes, we are.
All right, let's start with the weakest team.
Yes, we are. We already did the Seahawks.
Was it? Wait, no, we did the Packers.
Yeah, no, we haven't done them yet.
Oh shit!
Nah,
we'll save the worst for last, right?
We are talking AFC South. That means the Texans, the Jaguars, the Colts, and the Titans.
Wait, did you say this is the what? The worst?
No, we're just
starting with the worst team of the division.
Worst team
in the division.
Arguably,
Anthony.
Yeah, I'm sorry, cousin Anthony, but yes. Arguably, in everybody's pick, this is gonna be the worst team of the year.
Nah, that's true.
And
he knows it.
I just wanted to make sure I pointed that out that we're gonna start with the weakest team in that division.
Hey, I'm throwing an invite right now. Anthony and his barbecue pit are welcome over here.
By the way,
TDFK.
By the way, he did call us out last week on last week's episode.
Oh yeah,
because we were talking about how Tom Brady never had an elite wide receiver, but everybody knew he had Randy Moss.
Yeah,
right?
Randy Moss.
But we're just talking about like he never had a elite receiving core. Yeah, basically, he had Randy Moss.
He had Moss. He had Welker, who did really well.
Yeah.
Who else did really good? Who's after? Oh, Edelman.
Edelman. That's it. Like after Welker left, he really didn't have a big name receiver.
Yeah.
Anyways,
yes, you're right.
We're gonna start talking with the Houston Texans, and I guess let's get right into it. The biggest question, and honestly, for me, if I were to roster a Texans player, it would be Desean Watson if he played, or Brandon Cooks because he's the number one target there, no matter what. But I don't know. What are y'all thoughts on Desean Watson? Is he playing? Is he not? To me, in my opinion, if he plays, it's not going to be for the Texans.
Like he's going to play for like a massage place or what? Too soon. No, we're not going to go there yet. All
right. I mean, he's made it clear that he wants to get traded out. And like I said, I mean, if, legally we don't know what's going on. We don't know if he's getting suspended. We don't know. That if it's gotten real quiet for the last month.
Crazy.
So
all those cases.
I still don't think he'll play anywhere. I think he's going to be suspended I just don't think
Yeah, I
that
agree. I don't
they
think
can
he's
let him
plays-
play. I think it sends a wrong message, especially. I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong because I guess you were innocent until you're proven guilty, right?
Of course.
He hasn't been proven guilty,
America.
so we'll see. I don't think he'll play. That's just my opinion. Although I'm hoping he plays because, Desean Watson is one of the best fantasy quarterbacks out there, and without him, we have one less quarterback, on the board. So yeah.
I mean, I listen to a lot of conspiracy theories just because it's fun. It's funny to me sometimes. But it's kind of weird that he talks about sitting out this season, and then all these things come up, and just supposedly the lawyer that's defending these women are the neighbor to the owner. So what? Like it's pretty sketchy.
It's always like that, man.
But it's weird. But then again, the Texas organization is it's kind of crappy like that. I mean, but let's see what happens. I mean, I don't think he's gonna win. I don't think he's gonna play. He wanted to sit out, right?
Yep.
And he's one of those ones that Luis gets triggered on, that they signed a big contract deal, and then they're like, nah, I don't like this team.
So triggered, dude. Like,
But you know what?
If you want to change like that, then sign 1-year contracts.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do.
And then
Yeah, but they don't want them. They want long contracts,
then
and then
you
they
know
want to
what?
and
You
then
hold out, you don't get paid at all.
Yeah.
You should get. Just don't get me started.
that coach prior before.
Bill O'Brien.
Oh, he definitely bent them over.
Yeah.
I think he gave away their best players.
Oh, man.
And did
Yeah, he did.
these horrible things at the end.
and got nothing back.
He was
He
on the way
fucked
out.
up that team,
He was on the
bro.
way out. I mean, they traded Diggs out for a number 1 pick, but yet they traded Hopkins out for a number 2. Come on. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh, and he got David Johnson. Don't forget.
Yeah, David Johnson. And talking about that, now that you mentioned David Johnson, have you seen the running back depth chart for the Texans? What are they doing?
David Johnson,
dude?
Phillip Lindsay, Mark Ingram,
Who's the fuck?
Rex Burkhead. They even have Rex Burkhead.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
you're staying away from this backfield.
Oh,
bro.
dude.
yes. Is it going to be a committee? Is it going to be like?
I guarantee it's a
David
committee.
Johnson was actually a solid pick last year. Like, he actually averaged, I think, above 12 points a game less, and he had a bunch of carries and he had a bunch of catches, but that was all Desean Watson. I don't even know who the quarterback is if Deshaun Watson.
Look at
doesn't
that
play.
receiving
Tyrod
core,
Taylor.
bro. Look at that receiving
It's Tyrod
core.
Taylor.
Yep. So I think we can all agree if Deshaun Watson is ruled out for the entire season, let's just say for this question that I have you guys, if he's out the whole season, are you drafting anybody on the Texans?
Yeah, I said Brandon Cooks just because he's going to be the clear number 1 target.
I wouldn't even draft
I
him.
wouldn't touch
Well,
anybody.
late rounds. I'm talking about like 10. You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
late rounds where it's just a coin toss to see if he busts. Because I mean, if you get him in the late rounds, you're getting a potential number 1 target.
Yeah, if you're getting Brandon Cooks in the 10th or 11th round, I can see you taking him there. Yeah, for sure.
But other than
But
that,
so let's
that's
say
all I
Watson's playing. He goes up
see.
way
Oh, yeah,
up. Right?
Watson plays, he goes up.
Yeah, everybody goes
Gotcha.
up, I think. Yeah.
Everybody goes. Well, I like
Well,
the
not
running back.
everybody,
I wouldn't touch the running back just because I don't know what they're gonna do with that.
He would definitely do passing back, so we'll go with Lindsey, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually feel like I actually agree with you there. I think Lindsey, if you had to pick one, I would pick Lindsey. The only thing that scares me away from him is he can never stay healthy.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you got Mark Ingram. He's kind of a stud, but he's not fast. He's not.
He's getting old too.
Yeah, he's not fast, and he doesn't have the speed. I mean, he can play the game. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna.
I'm looking at the team and just like,
Yeah.
no, man, it's terrible.
Sorry, Anthony.
So,
Gotta get your brown bag.
just for Anthony on the IDP side,
Yes,
see
there-
anybody?
What's his name?
J.J. Watt, right?
McKinney.
Oh
Yeah.
Not anymore. Sorry, Anthony.
McKinney, he's a good linebacker. Always gets a lot of tackles. I mean, and their defense is going to be out on the field a lot. So honestly,
That's true.
most of their
That is true.
secondary is really good because they're going to get a lot of tackles.
Justin Reed.
Justin Reed. Yep.
Yeah.
He's definitely a good safety.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to the Jacksonville Jaguars. And I guess the biggest question coming in for them is, what do you think about their rookie, their number 1 pick, Trevor Lawrence? How do you think he would do fantasy wise?
Is he even gonna play?
I don't know, dude. I think that's
Admit
funny
you.
that it's funny that
Have him first.
the coach, they had an interview and he actually said that he still doesn't know who the starter will be. But I think the whole world knows who's starting week 1.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, it's gonna be CJ Beathard.
Hey, he's pretty good. He's alright. But
Yeah, he's alright.
I think Minshew's gonna start the season. I think that's what they do. I think they do it just to, you know, they either he can win. I mean, he's fun to watch. He's not a boring quarterback to watch. He'll throw the ball out. He'll make some mistakes.
You think everybody's trying to copy like the Mahomes type of route and trying to like make them hold out a year and then see if they learn?
I think that's everybody's playbook to get a rookie quarterback. They want them to sit out because the game's a little faster than college.
If you can, you should probably do that.
But
I've heard a lot of good things though from Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah,
and I mean, he was one of the highest rated quarterbacks coming out of any rookie class.
Yeah.
I think since Andrew Luck.
I'm keeping Tebow on my bench, baby.
No,
So I can have that Marigold aura, you know what I'm
there
saying?
you go.
I mean, I think Tebow, they might use him as a Taysom Hill. He might do a bunch of wildcats in the red zone.
Hey,
I don't
maybe
know.
I could.
Probably gonna get Tebow in the second round. I'm not even gonna lie.
Hey, maybe give me. Oh, what was the New Orleans quarterback that you could play for as a tight
Taysom
end?
Hill.
a little bit?
Taysom Hill.
Taysom Hill, yeah.
Yeah, but that was cool. You could play him as a
tight end.
As a tight end.
Only under ESPN though.
Man, that was pretty sick. That's a pretty sick little play if you got away with that. So.
Yeah, I think it was only for like a week. Well, no, you could do it for a while, but no, for that
You
1
couldn't-
week when
you
he
couldn't-
got announced as a starting quarterback, it was only that 1 week they allowed it.
And then
for
you
to
couldn't
play as a
add
tight
or
end.
make any changes to your lineup until you moved him to the quarterback.
Wow.
But I guess another big question is DJ Chark. Is he worth it to draft for y'all?
I mean, it depends how good Trevor Lawrence is, man. Like, for me, man, because just looking at the wide receiver names, I was high on DJ Chark last year and he let me down. Marvin Jones was a solid little flex play back when he was in.
Oh yeah, I forgot they just signed
in
him.
Detroit, and I know Chavez is someone a lot of people were high on. You know, like a sleeper. Chavant.
Oh, you mean
Laviska.
Laviska Shenault.
Yeah,
Chanel, my
Laviska
bad.
There we go.
Take
Here
a
we
drink.
go.
Sorry.
What about Dorsett? You think he's gonna do something,
No.
or he could be something?
Well, the base, my one of the base takeaways I took from the draft and this team is that they fucked up their backfield fantasy wise. Like we had a clear number one back, James Robinson, who was
and they
super consistent last year.
They drafted Travis Etienne.
They drafted Travis Etienne. So now that makes this backfield for me backfield that I'm not. James Robinson, he's someone I would get in the second round.
Yep.
Based on the production that he had last year and how involved he was. But now they spent, such a high draft pick on this rookie running back, and now he's listed number one on the depth chart. So I'll probably avoid this backfield, to be honest.
For me, if I can get Travis Etienne in one of the late rounds, I will, just because he is amazing catching the ball, and I feel like they're gonna be down in a lot of games.
Okay.
And I feel like that's going to benefit him, and he's going to be the clear number one by week 4 for me, in my opinion.
That's a good sleep.
Travis Etienne?
Yes.
You think he'd be that much better than James Robinson? He was
PPR
good.
pick.
No, James Robinson was really good, dude. But I think
He might be a third down back.
You don't spend that much draft capital on a running back if you don't plan for him to be your number
That's a
one.
good point.
They
That's a
got
good point.
Carlos Hyde, DJ.
I know they got.
Yeah, they also signed Carlos. I know their backfield's untouchable, but for me, the biggest sleeper and the biggest gamble would be Etienne, where your ratio from hit to bust is just the best on him. Because Robinson undrafted last year, came out amazing. I mean, I think he had the best reps for any running back in the league.
Yeah, I'm confused. I don't know why they would waste the draft pick when they got such a good running back already on the roster.
Well, they also had a shitload of picks, so
I know, but
I
but
think
look,
at
they
that
didn't
point
even
they were
get.
like,
Did they
"You
get a
know what?
receiver?
Let me get him.
Did they get a receiver?
No.
They could have, got a young receiver for Trevor Lawrence.
I don't know. I think Shenault might be
They
a
got
good
Tim
sleeper
Tebow.
too.
Tim Tebow.
But I don't know. We'll see. It's interesting. I feel like any pick you get, I think DJ Chark is the make it or break it year for him this year. And to me, I'm not willing to gamble on that.
It's good. It's
Yeah.
good. Yeah. This teams are confusing. I think you're going to realize a lot of the teams in AFC South are going to be real confusing on a lot of these players, especially this one too as well. We don't know what the quarterback they're going to play. You don't know what kind of schemes they're going to do.
Yeah, if I had to pick a receiver, it would be Chark. Because like Louis said earlier, I think they are going to be behind in games a lot. So if I had to pick a pass catcher from this team, it would be DJ Chark. For sure.
Yeah.
I see they have Philip Dorsett, but he's always hurt.
Yeah. He was in the Seahawks last year. I don't think he had a snap.
He didn't play in one game. Fucking little bitch. On the IDP side, anybody? I know Joe Schubert had a.
Yep.
I was high on him.
Oh, now
Miles
last
Jack.
season, and he did terrible. And I know Miles Jack was a sleeper kind of pick because he started getting some sacks.
Yeah.
So I didn't see they added Shaquille Griffin.
CJ Henderson is a good cornerback. They signed they drafted last year.
I don't like playing cornerbacks in IDP.
Yeah, safeties is way better.
Yeah, I like safeties. You get, it depends
Especially
on the
those
matchup,
safeties that move up, into the box.
All right. Anything else, guys?
No, let's move on to the next team. Will be the Indianapolis Colts. Oof. And for me, the biggest question is Carson Wentz gonna come back to the MVP form that he had when the Eagles had the Super Bowl run?
Oh, that means
You
play
mean when
great,
Nick Foles won
and
the
then
Super Bowl?
Nick Foles did win it, but before that, Carson Wentz, when he got hurt, he was in the MVP talks.
He did
have an amazing
He did look good, and then
and not only that, the head coach from the Indianapolis Colts was the offensive coordinator at the time for the Eagles.
Interesting.
So they are coming back, and then also he's getting paired up again with Burden, the tight end.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. I feel like Wentz is might come back. He's gonna have a better line, better running game. And I feel like if he plays smart, doesn't try to force the ball as much as he usually does, he should have a good season.
You think that the receiving core is going to be good?
I don't think the receiving core is better than the one he had at the Eagles, but
Well, the Eagles didn't have a good receiving core, right?
I think it is better. I mean, I don't.
you think?
I don't. I mean, not maybe not this year because they added Smith.
Yeah.
But I think compared to what he had, and then you compare that to what they have here. I don't see why Hilton's getting older and he's not what he used to be, but I think he's still reliable. As long as he's healthy, he's still better than anything he had over there, right?
Yeah, I think the offense.
Who was his number one receiver over there? Nelson Aguilar?
No, Alshon Jeffrey.
Oh, Alshon Jeffrey. But him too, he was always hurt.
Yeah, always hurt.
That whole year he stayed healthy though, I think. No, and then he also had Zach Ertz.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, that was his number one target, Zach Ertz.
So, I don't know. And then what do you think about the running backs? Jonathan Taylor is actually getting drafted pretty high on a bunch of mock drafts.
First round pick.
now.
Too high for me, man. But
not even first round pick. I seen him go top 5 sometimes.
Crazy.
I think he is a first round pick, though, for sure.
Yeah, he's a first round pick. I don't know about top 5.
Top 5, but I think if he falls.
What scares me is Hines. Hines did really good last year, and actually, this is a cool
was that
fact.
one game he got like 30 points?
Yeah.
Everybody went. This was the first game, right?
That was a game Chris played him against me, but we don't want to talk about that.
Dang, Chris, calm down.
But actually, a fun fact about Nyheim Hines, he was actually one of 2 players to play all games last year. You want to guess who the other one was? Derrick Henry.
Well, of course, Derrick.
Yeah. So that's a fun fact, and I don't know. That's what scares me. And not only that, Marlon Mack, they signed him back for 1 year. I mean, I know he's coming off the Achilles injury, but that also scares me a lot because you never knew how they were gonna try to use him.
He's a really good running back.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he is. He just has a lot of fumble issues
and injury issues.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Are you really high on Taylor? Like, let's say you have 7th, 8th pick. Will you pick him?
Yeah, I'd be comfortable taking him around there.
Yeah, I like Taylor.
Who are you taking him over? You take him over Chubb?
No, I'll take Nick Chubb over Jonathan Taylor.
Steve?
Even though Kareem Hunt's over there.
What was the question?
Jonathan Taylor and Nick Chubb? That was tough.
Oh man. Well, where are they going around? The same.
Yeah.
He said
First
if you
round.
have 7th or 8th pick,
7th, 8th pick.
and they're both there.
Nick Chubb.
Nick Chubb.
Oh, man.
It's tough. It's tough.
It is tough.
I will go with Nick Chubb because he has a better wide receiving core.
Yeah.
That's the tiebreaker for me because even though T.Y. Hilton is reliable, I don't think anybody is really worried about anybody on that wide receiver core, man. Just think about it. Like, maybe Paris Campbell every now and then when they go deep. But I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. Just
I like that rookie they had last year. What was his name? Rookie they had last year.
Michael Pittman?
Michael Pittman.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, he's pretty good.
I think out of all the receivers, I will take. I think it'll be him. I think he had a decent year last year. They made plays for him, obviously, and I don't know. I think he's a good sleeper for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him. I like Pittman, man. If I had to pick a receiver, I'd go with Pittman.
Yeah, and not only that, Wentz loves to go through his slot receivers, so Pittman will most likely be there most of the time.
You think the tight end position might have a chance because Wentz does throw to his tight ends.
He does. So that's what I was saying. Maybe,
Jack Doyle is actually a decent tight end too, man. He's not bad.
Yeah, but it's just that because they still have Mo Alley Cox, right?
yeah, was Jack Doyle the starter last year? Because I know.
Yeah,
Mo
Jack
Alley
Doyle
Cox
was
playing.
No, they
a
had
lot,
someone
though.
else.
And Trey Burton.
Trey Burton, that's who it was.
Yeah, he
Trey
played for
Burton.
the Eagles. He played with Carson Wentz too, and that was one of his favorite
He's a
targets.
fucking
It's
bust.
just
Trey Burton was a bust on the fucking Bears.
yeah,
Big time that
he
year.
was big
a couple
time.
years ago.
And actually, the reason why he went to the Bears was because he did so good for the Eagles. That was before Dallas Goedert to breakout. It was actually Zach Ertz and Burton. So
He threw a touchdown pass.
yeah, he threw. He
Super
did
Bowl.
the Philly special. Yeah,
Yeah.
He was the one that threw for the Philly special. You're right. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. The best player, like I said, is Jonathan Taylor, but
Yeah.
to me, he's a hit or
Is he?
miss.
Or is it Darius Leonard?
There you go. I think he's the best player, the best linebacker for IDP ranking.
Yes, he is. The
I
dude
put him
is
first.
a tackle monster.
Yeah, he is, man. And then they
He's
have
special.
DeForest Buckner.
Yep,
That's
they do.
pretty good for your defensive tackle
Yep.
position.
Yeah, it depends on your sack
I
points
don't.
and stuff
I
like
haven't
that.
looked at the rankings yet. I don't know where he's at, but I don't think he'll be too high. It depends if you have an all IDP league, but usually our league, and we usually there's some people like Chris who goes really early and fucks it up for everybody on IDP. But usually you pick later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
But,
All right, let's move on to the last team. Will be the Tennessee Titans, and I guess the bigger talks will be
it's probably the most exciting team.
the
in this
most
division.
exciting team in the division,
Easily, easily.
especially now that they got Julio Jones.
Crazy.
We don't
What receiver y'all taking first on this team?
AJ Brown.
AJ Brown for sure, dude.
I'm gonna have to
But I
agree
think
with you guys.
Julio Jones
He's
might
more
have
explosive
some
off the
flashes
ball.
if he could stay healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just so worried about his hamstrings. I feel like every year it's a hamstring or ankle or
It's not gonna
something.
change, bro. He's just getting older, and sometimes your body can't keep up, man.
Do you think Darren
True.
Henry has another dominant year?
Oh, I think he's in his prime right now, man.
Yeah, I think he has another one. But I hate to say it, dude. I don't like saying this, but whenever a running back has a couple years where they have good health, I just feel like they're due for something to go wrong. You know?
I think he's just a different beast, man. He's special. Like
He is.
every
Well,
year. I mean, you get him in the beginning of the year, you're not gonna like the points he puts up.
They have a
But by
Henry
week
number
5, week 6, he's on a roll and
Yeah.
a terror. By the time
He's,
playoff comes,
NFL fantasy
he's
football
fantasy?
has Derrick Henry as their number one
Yeah.
RB.
yeah.
Is that
course.
PPR? I don't think that's PPR.
No, that's not PPR.
If it's PPR,
If it's PPR, he goes to he still drops down to
3
4.
or 4,
Yeah,
yeah.
3 and 4.
It doesn't let you choose.
But I guess one thing that helped out Henry with the injuries, Jeff, is that he sat down behind DeMarco Murray for like 2 years. So I think that's what helped him a lot too in his health, and that why he doesn't get injured.
Yeah, the first 2 years of the season, he didn't play the first half of the season. I mean, he was on the field the whole season, but the first half was the Murray show, and DeMarco Murray was fun to watch. But when he did come out there, he showed a little glimpse of something special, and now it's showing now. I mean, he ran what, 2,000 yards?
Yeah, he
Amazing.
passed 2,000 yards.
Would
last
you
year.
And
be
the year before with like 1,900, almost there. I think he was
close,
like
yeah.
shy of like 80 yards.
No. I think he had a 2,000-yard season. Yeah.
He had 2 back to back.
Yeah.
No.
No, I don't think
He missed it. He missed it very. He was like close to getting
I
it.
think it was like,
I thought he did.
it's off the top of my head. I think it was almost 80 yards shy.
Yeah, he was a little bit short, I think.
But he always, and then for 3 years in a row, he's busted out 2 games a season was over 200 yards.
So you're comfortable taking him?
That's crazy.
In the top 5?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
top 5, yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely top 5 running back.
What about, let's talk about the throwing part, Ryan Tannehill. Are you comfortable
Top
drafting
10?
him?
Top 10 quarterback,
Yeah,
I think.
I like him.
fantasy
Right?
quarterback.
Tannehill looks like he looks different from when he was in,
It's just-
in Dallas. I mean, not Dallas.
Miami, yeah.
Yeah, but
The only thing that scares me about Ryan Tannehill is that his throwing stats are like he relies too much on that play action with Derrick Henry. So I feel like if Derrick Henry is out, gets hurt, I feel like that will affect him a lot.
he can run that ball too. So it's
Yeah,
not
I know
like-
he can run that ball, but I don't know.
And then he has Brown that he throws to. He likes
All I
it.
know is in mock drafts that I seen, he's dropping down big
Yeah.
time to like you can get him like in the 8th round.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be
definitely.
surprised if he's
A
there
lot
even
of
later
people
than that.
And honestly, I'm happy with that. I mean, I get Tannehill in the 8th round, possible top 10 quarterback, like you said, Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
If I get him in the 8th round, that means I'm stacked on receivers.
You
and
taking
running backs.
Tannehill or Brady?
Tannehill?
Yeah, Tannehill.
I like quarterbacks that can rush. That's just me and my
Yeah,
preference.
that's the I mean, that might be the tiebreaker between them.
You taking Jalen Hurts over him?
No.
Yeah, they have him ranked.
Yeah, I don't know why.
No, a lot of people have Jalen Hurts ranked high, but I just don't think his
I don't.
pass accuracy is that good.
Me neither.
And,
I don't
and
see
guys,
it.
we're
Who the
going
fuck
off
is that guy?
of Fantasy Pros
Jalen
rankings.
Hurts.
Just kidding.
They just honestly they also because I mean a lot of people predict
Zach
him
Myers.
to run over for like 1,200 yards.
Yeah, right there.
To have over 1,200 yards rushing, and they predict that, and I think that's what bumps Jalen Hurts up above a lot of people. But I just don't think his passing numbers will be there.
Yeah.
So who y'all taking Lamar Jackson before Dak Prescott?
No.
No.
Unless it's for a running back position.
Dude, for me, I love that. I hope it stays this way because I would
That's
love
beautiful.
to have Dak Prescott on the cheap.
Yeah, look at.
Yeah.
Would you take Aaron Rodgers over Tannehill?
Rodgers not gonna play.
He's not gonna
That's
play.
what I'm saying. No, he's gonna play, guys.
He's not gonna play.
Y'all wish.
But I mean, yeah. I mean, so you take what would you take, Brady or Tannehill, Jeff?
I'd lean towards Tannehill for sure. I just like I don't know why, dude. I just something about Tom Brady in fantasy, and I just don't feel like I can trust him. You know, like if you're talking about non-fantasy,
Yeah, he's
I'd
off
take
on-
Tom Brady. But if we're talking about fantasy football, I'm going with Ryan Tannehill.
He always starts off slow in fantasy. Tom Brady,
Don't
and
He
we're
does.
like, oh, he's over, and then he starts.
Yeah, that's how.
When you drop him is when he starts going off.
Yeah, once these reporters start talking crap about it, he's already done. He's done. He's washed. You know, he's
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah.
out there, and then next thing you know, he comes back and juiced up.
Before we finish, for me, a notable sleeper to talk about is Ferkser, the tight end for the Titans. He actually had a really decent amount of targets every time Jonno Smith was out, and I think he's one of the only tight ends on the depth chart too.
Yeah, his backup is Jeff Swaim.
Exactly.
So
I think that's a notable sleeper to get in the late rounds. We all know how the tight end Landfield is terrible.
Terrible.
So I mean,
If you didn't get the top 3, then just fucking don't worry about it.
exactly.
Just don't
That's what
just
I'm
fucking
saying.
come back later.
You're doing coin toss anyways. Might as well do a coin toss in the later rounds.
Yeah, guys, don't stress out about tight end if you're not willing to get the top 3 or they're not there. Honestly, you're just
You
gonna
gotta
stream,
be-
bro.
but if you want a top 3, you better be prepared to give up a second round pick.
Yeah, you got to be dedicated. to get
one
a
of those
three.
top
Who's the
3.
top 3?
Kelsey, Kittle,
Kelsey,
Waller.
Kittle, Waller.
Yeah. So if you can't get them guys, then don't worry about it.
I don't know. This year, I
Go
might
stack
lean
another
toward
position.
Waller
There's-
over
there's 7
Kittle.
other
Yeah,
people in
honestly,
your
I even
league.
seen Pitts drop all the way to 6th round. I might even take that. That's a good gamble right
I'd
there.
gamble on that.
Another quick question. Who guys would you rather take? AJ Brown or Calvin
receiver,
Ridley?
right?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
I might go AJ Brown because he's a true number 1. We don't know if Calvin really is a true number 1. We're gonna find out this year because Julio.
I mean, he did do really good.
Yeah, I know, but he still had.
the days.
Yeah, well, Julio Jones was hurt a lot.
Julio Jones was
Yeah, you're
out
right.
a couple games. And
I guess
did
he
really
is a true
good.
number 1. I
He's
don't know.
out a lot of games.
I just, I think you get. AJ Brown's on a better team. That's a
that's a
tiebreaker
good
for
point.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, AJ Brown's definitely. I've been drafting him since he was a rookie, so yeah.
It's close, but yeah, I'd go with AJ Brown.
I never had an issue with not having AJ Brown. He catches a lot. He gets a lot of targets.
They got
And he gets
Darren Waller. Fantasy Pros has Darren Waller, the number 2 tight end, over George Kittle.
Well,
I like that. I mean, Darren Waller does get targeted a shitload.
and I believe that because Kittle, even though Kittle doesn't get targeted that much, when he does get the ball, he makes a play. But Waller does get the target, so.
If they got points for broken tackles, Kittle would be the number 1 tight
That'd
end.
be pretty close. Points for broken tackle. Or pancakes if they get points. For pancakes.
Points for
Hey, you know what?
pancakes.
They
I think there's
do that
leagues.
for tight ends.
There's leagues where you can customize certain things.
Because I think tight ends are pointless. Like you said, you get 3. They're like kickers. You get 3 points. You know, what I mean, you get 3 tight ends, right? But
You
if
don't
they
get a
do
good one, yeah.
pancakes, you know, points for pancakes. You know,
Can we remove kickers?
I can't believe Tunyon is that low.
Well, maybe because Aaron Rodgers is not gonna play.
Maybe.
Well, Tunyon, honestly, he relied on a lot of touchdowns too.
Yeah, he did. He was touchdown.
Touchdown dependent.
He only got,
really
like-
touchdown dependent.
I don't know how many targets he got, but I know he only got like 3-4 catches.
Well,
a
he
game.
only got 400 yards in the season.
Evan Ingram is surprisingly low, too.
Dude, he had a
14.
lot of drops, bro. A lot of drops.
Yeah.
And that gets me to another question. Who would you take? Julio Jones? Oh, no, not Julio Jones. We'll go A.J. Brown because we established that A.J. Brown's the better one, right?
Yeah.
A.J. Brown or Kenny Galladay in the New York Giants?
AJ Brown.
AJ
That's
Brown,
easy.
bro. That's super
Really?
easy,
That's
bro.
easy? You don't?
Hell yeah.
Very easy.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Danny Dimes left to throw deep. He has a good deep ball.
Yeah.
What about Amari Cooper, A.J. Brown?
So look,
That's a little tougher.
This
Yeah,
is
it's
probably
a little
what
harder.
you're gonna
I'd probably
see.
go with AJ Brown still.
That tier 2 is probably what you're gonna
Because
see around
Cooper
draft
there.
day.
Because Cooper
A lot of mouths to feed?
Yeah, there's too many mouths to feed.
No.
Out of this, I'd
See.
either go with AJ Brown or DK Metcalf or Keenan Allen. Man, that's for me.
Out of what?
Out of this little tier right here. is
Oh,
what
okay,
you're probably
tier two.
gonna see
That's a
that.
tough one, too. A.J. Brown or DK Metcalf? That's a tough
That's
That
a
is
tough one.
bro.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Ooh.
I'll also go AJ Brown.
I'll go A.J.
Because
Okay, pick 2. Pick 2 from there. If you could pick 2, who would you
DK
pick?
and AJ.
On the 2 tier,
Tier 2, yeah.
tier 2. Let's see. I'll take AJ Brown, obviously, and jeez, that's a hard one. No, I would take Jefferson.
I think.
I'll roll the
That's a
dice.
tough
I'll roll the
yeah,
dice.
you're
with
right.
a good one.
I think Allen Robinson's a sleeper, man.
I think Keenan
I'm
Allen.
going Robinson.
Keenan Allen is a sleeper because I think Justin Herbert got him the ball.
I will
Did a
go.
good job.
I will go Ridley and Robinson.
I am curious about Robinson.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
I'm curious.
I think
about
Robinson's. People sleep on Robinson, bro.
You would go Ridley and Robinson out of all those wide receivers right there.
Yeah. I would.
I saw this
I'm gonna
cartoon.
gamble on Ridley being a really good number 1 receiver.
Are y'all gonna do a bet right now? Who's gonna do better, or can there be a bet?
Nah, we already got a bet. Y'all can do a bet with him.
I saw a cartoon that it was like highlighting like top players to make the ultimate team, and they showed Allen Robinson in there. He goes, "Who's this guy?" He goes, "I'm Allen Robinson." I never heard of you. He goes, "I play for the Bears." Yeah, I don't know. I never.
You know,
it's like that because he's a sleeper. He's good. He has talent, but
you know, Allen
he
Robinson
doesn't have
has
talent throwing him.
3 years in a row over 100 targets in the season.
damn.
I didn't know that. I did not know that.
Dude, I'm telling you, if he had a decent quarterback,
Yeah.
he would be top.
So who is their quarterback now? I know they drafted Justin Fields, but
so they said
Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton is the starter. They already said he's a starter week 1, and they're gonna stick to the game plan.
And you still want him?
Yeah,
Who was the quarterback before him?
Nick Foles, exactly.
No,
Exactly.
no. Who was
Trubisky? Was it Trubisky?
Yeah, right.
No, with Nick Foles and Trubisky, Allen Robinson averaged 12 targets a game, no matter who he had.
I don't know. I wouldn't be confident
I just think that's
with
funny that the Bears are
Dalton though.
the Bears are they picked up Dalton. You know, like why don't
You
you
just
take
drafted
Trubisky?
Fields, you know? yeah, exactly. Like I guess because I'm a Cowboy fan, I wouldn't be confident that Dalton is gonna get Robinson the ball enough. Like he didn't get the Cowboys receivers the ball enough, and those guys are better, I think.
And then
I don't know.
Another important question I want to ask y'all. Well, I don't know if it's important or not, but do you think Derrick Henry's backup? I believe I don't know his first name, but I know his last name's Nichols.
Jeremy McNichols.
Yeah, Jeremy McNichols. Do you think he's a good consider a handcuff?
No, because he's actually third. He's actually third on
the depth chart. Who's second then?
Darrington Evans. That's what they have on ESPN. Darrington Evans.
I think they drafted him last year, I want to say.
2020. This will be his sophomore year.
Yeah, well, okay. Yeah, they did draft him last year. Ooh, they like drafting big dudes, dude.
And they also got Brian Hill from Atlanta. So, I don't think there's a clear handcuff on that team. I think they'll turn into a committee if he were to get hurt.
So, if you were to draft Julio Jones, what round are y'all taking him? What round is acceptable for you?
If he's there in the 5th round, I'll take him.
See where
y'all agree on that, or?
Yeah, if I already had
he might be in.
If I already had my 2 wide receivers, possibly a flex already, maybe I'll think about getting
have him at 15 ranked on wide receivers. So
who? Julio Jones?
Yeah. So what would that be then?
No, people have him high. I mean, it's just Julio Jones. He's a name at this point.
People get wide receivers in the 2nd round.
He's a name at this.
I don't see Adam Thielen. Oh, they have him all the way in tier 4. Wow. They have Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb ranked above him.
I'm telling you, I think Amari Cooper's gonna be really good. He averaged really good numbers with Prescott.
I think CeeDee Lamb is gonna be really good.
We'll see.
Wow.
We'll see, man. It's gonna be an exciting year coming up. For me, if I see Julio Jones in the 6th round, I am pinching myself and hitting myself, but I'm drafting them, and I am talking to trades right after the draft.
That guys can't trust this. There's no 49ers receivers on here.
That makes sense. I mean, they all catch the ball behind the line of scrimmage.
That's true. They get the yak. You know what I mean?
Exactly. They catch. They're at -1 yards at the catch. All right. Well, that will do it for our show this week. We also have a social media page. Please give us a follow. Like all our posts. We try to stay as most active as we can.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to post more, guys, on Facebook, Instagram, and I know Jeff's on Twitter. I think Jeff's more active than all of us on Twitter. Tell a friend, guys, and we'll see you next time.
Chris, you got anything? I was badass.
Wow, that was deep, bro.
Good point. Good point.
Nice.
That was awesome.
All right, we'll catch you next week. DJ, kick it off.
Later.